In Python, we can access individual characters or letters in a string by using the indexing. So let's say my string variable has a name. Let's say, hello, I am learning Python. So this is my string. And then I want to access the first letter of that string. So the first letter would be H. So in this case, I would do my string in brackets, big brackets. Then I would say 0. I want to access the H. And if I do this one here, if I run this, I also need to, it says that my string is not defined because our variable name was string. And this will still not show anything because we haven't printed that. So I have to say first, let's say the first letter is and we will print first letter. And in this time we will get H because our first letter is H. So our indexing starts with 0. And if we say, let's say the 5th letter, and this would make something. So if the 5th letter would be the 6th, so I would say here 6th letter, S-E-X. No, it is S-I-X-T-H. So let's run this again, and this time we are getting the comma as the 6th letter. It's actually the character there. And we also have the negative indexing. So if we do -5, we'll get something else. So we're getting T because this starts from the back of the string. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is actually getting, so it starts from -1. So -1 will be the last character, and -2 would be the second last. So this comma, sorry, this full stop is also counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 will be the -5th character, or from the last character. So if we do something else here, for instance, if we do 100 or even 1000, so we will get index error because there's no 1000 letter there. So let's 10 again, and this time we're getting M. And we can ask the user to provide the string and also some number to access the character. So let's ask the user to keep the string. So we will say user str and say input input enter name and this will be the input for the string, and we will ask the user. So ask the user for the index. So we want to also ask the user for the index. So we say index is equal to integer. So we have to say specify this to be certain number. And here we say minter number to access the string. So we have the number to access the string. And we have to access and print the character. So let's see, try print and the character at the index. So this index is so we say do some tab. So he's suggesting me and user str. I will have that index printed at the very end. And if there's some kind of error, we will say error out of range. And this will be the end of the printing or end of the main codes here. So let's run this. And what we get is enter the name. I will say Joseph. I'll enter. Now to let's do foo. The character and the index foo is P, and here we have asked the user to give the string, and then we asked the user for the index, and then we try accessing and printing the character. So the input function here is used to collect the string and index from the user, and the try accept block will handle the case where the user enters the index outside the string range, and also it will prevent the program from crashing because we have this accept condition also. So this will prevent the program from crashing. So we have other important string operations in Python. The first one is the concatenation, and this one is str. Let's say str1 I, and we have string2 as John, and we simply do this by string3. Let's say result here is equal to st. So just suggesting me or to print, and all to get is nice and how you, and you just kind of can just stick out there. So we can do some spaces there, and this will work just fine. So we have hi John, how are you? We can also repeat the strings by, so we will say repeat, let's go to tab, and then this will repeat hi, 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 2 times. When we have the length, we can also measure the length. So we should do length, len, and len will give us the length to be 3. Then we have the indexing and slicing that we said earlier. We just do letter, for instance, and we'll say this is the way to access the letter there. We write the numbers in the big brackets, and when we print it, we get R. And then we also have the negative indexes that we saw earlier. And if we do something else, like if we want to make it in the uppercase, so uppercase would be as we write the string name by dot alpha, and this will give this in the capital letters. We also have dot where, and let's see what happens when you do the title. There's also something called the title, and if you do the title, no, it will just make the first letter to be big and the following letter to be small. We can also replace, for instance, my text, for instance, here is I like Python. So this is the text we want to replace by something else. So I would say I like Java. So we replaced that sets of characters of that word with new word. We just did this by dot replace. And we can also do splitting. So this is very important when you want to do some type of analysis. For instance, here we can do words is equal to text dot split. So it will split all the words there. So we can print out, and if we do this, we get separations as the list. So I is separated, like is separated, and Python is separated. And we can also check if that text contains some specific words. For instance, we can do, let's say, if the text has text. So if we have the name here, that is the text, and we want to say if there's something called the like. And if we run this, let's see what happens. So the like is present the second block, something like that. So this is finds the word there. So it is trying to find the substring of the text. And let's see. So, but there are some other types of, there are types of functions to perform or to work with the strings. We all have the formatting strings. We can also do some string operations. But it's very fun to play with this small sets of codes.